Hi Taurus, thank you so much for clicking on this video. This is going to be a timeless message for you guys. Usually I pull off camera, but we're going to pull our scrambles. We're going to scramble our eggs together. Okay. What do we have here? I see RQ, but what I'm hearing is right quick. Right quick. Yeah. Oh, we got a blank. Blanks are always exciting to me because you can just like fill it in. All right, but RQNEJ blank. Jen. So RQ, right quick, Jen. Let's put this together so you can see. So channel message is right quick, Jen. So some of you, your name might be Jen. You know somebody whose name is Jennifer or something with Jen in it. Let me put the blank here. But with the blanket, I'm hearing like, I'll be back right quick, Jen. Or someone is saying, I'll be back right quick. RQJEN. There we go again. Okay. Taurus. What does that mean? I'll be right back. Are you saying that to somebody or is somebody saying that to you? Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on because I'm seeing a few scenarios right now. No. No. Right quick, Jen. Taurus. But it ends up not being right quick because as soon as I said that, now the cards want to come out. But I was thinking, like, is something taking longer than it should? As you can see, I caught the cards. We have the Nine of Cups. Okay. Nine of Cups and the Seven of Cups. And then the Wheel. Nine of Cups, Seven of Cups, the Wheel. Okay, yeah. It ends up not being quick because the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Pentacles. And you know the Knight of Pentacles, you hear it all the time. If you watch enough tarot videos, you hear it all the time. It's the slowest moving knight in the deck. And it sure is. It sure is. So right quick, Jen. This could be you. You could be Jen, like I said, or whatever your name could be something else. But that's the example Spirit gave, okay? Someone tells you they'll be back really quick and it ends up taking a lot longer than need be. Oh, buddy. So, okay. For some of you, it's not going to be for all of you. Okay? This is not going to be for all of you. This is a family member who passed on, and they told whoever that they were telling, this could be your grandmother whose name is Jen, or your father has, or your grandfather has the name Jen with something in it, whatever. That last name could be Jenkins or something like that. You get what I'm saying? Whatever. This was some time ago. I'm tapping into someone who's already passed on. They told their whoever they were leaving, I'll be back real quick, or I'll be back shortly, however they phrased it, and they didn't come back. I feel that for some of you, oh no, I didn't think I was gonna get that deep. For some of you, this person's spirit is finally at rest, which is why they're back. Some of you could be dealing with a passed on loved one, even if you didn't meet them in this lifetime. They are with you, or they know somebody who you're around. Like I said, this could be your grandfather's or grandmother's child, which would be either your parent or your uncle or aunt or whatever, a cousin. It's some sort of family dynamic, right? Because this is like I'm picking up on an ancestor to you. But you are still around this person who they told this to, if that makes sense. So let's say you have a passed on uncle that you never met. Your grandmother or your grandfather still remembers when they said that to them, and you are around your grandmother and grandfather. You get what I'm trying to say? Or if this was a cousin to you, whoever the relation may be, you are still around the person, the living person that this passed on person said this to you. I really hope I'm making sense, because I know I'm at my collective is slow, so I know y'all pick up on what I'm trying to say. Okay. For example, I'm gonna give a real life example. I remember doing a reading for someone, right, who whose older brother passed on, right? So when this person, the person that I did the reading for, when this person was about two, like 1.5, 2 years old, this person, their brother, said, "All right, I'll be back, Ma. I'll be back right quick, Ma." And he never came back. So fast forward years later, right? Like I said, this event happened. Her brother passed away when she was like 2 or 3 years old. We met in high school, and I did this reading way after high school too. So years after, I do a reading for this person, and the spirit of this person's brother, that the energy of this person's brother came up in that reading. So it was like to say, yes, I had to leave Earth, but I never left. You get what I'm saying? Or I came back now because my spirit is finally at peace, for example, right? So I hope that made sense. This person literally said, "I'll be back." And the person they said it to is this person's mother. So, right? Obviously, the daughter is still around her mother. The brother is now passed. But that doesn't mean the daughter and mother will be separated, right? So, what I'm trying to say is the mother in this situation, let's say her name is Jen, right? Jen still remembers to this day when so and so I said I'll be back and they never came back. Pisces, I don't know, but it's something. I guess this is to help you narrow down to who this person is, because they wouldn't be so specific. Like, I would just say an ancestor spirit is coming to you, but it's something significant about them, their departure. In their departure, they said they will be right back, and they didn't come back. So with that, I know that was a lot of information, Pisces. With that being said, you have a spirit who became an ancestor who is watching over you and the person that they said those words to. Did I just say Pisces? Did I call you Pisces? apologize. I truly do apologize. I feel like I just said Pisces. You are Taurus. But Pisces is the 12th house, the house of the unknown, house of hidden. So this is hidden, this journey. Oh my, I'm sorry. I apologize. Don't chew my head off if I said that, because I really feel like I just said Pisces. But Taurus, you may have a connection with Pisces reading. Or this person could have been a Pisces. But what I'm hearing Spirit saying is like the 12th house, that last house, the last house. So the house of that full, complete transition. Wherever this person is in whatever realm, they have made a transition to where they've come to terms with their departure. You know, because when this person said, I'll be back, they meant it. And I'm hearing for some of you, this could be even 2, 3 generations back. So this could be your great grandmother's or great grandfather's child, which would be your great aunt, great uncle. What is that? Third cousins or something like that? I don't know. If it's part of that tree. Whatever. I don't know. And for some of you, you might not have met this person, but like I say, you're still around or like attached to whoever they said that to. So it's like, I don't want to just say by default, but because they care about you too. But it's like a shared space or something, shared energetic space, shared care, or maybe this ancestor spirit wants to come to you because they were like you in their lifetime when they were walking this earth. They were like you. So you guys could have similar personalities. Like, oh my gosh. I almost said it again. Taurus. Taurus. That was a lot of information. But Taurus, let's pull some clarifiers for this 9 of Cups and the 7 of Cups. Now I said that I went into that whole tangent, and I said that wasn't for everybody, but it kind of became your reading, So Taurus, you have a ancestor spirit around you who finally came to terms with their departure, and now I guess they ready to work is what they're trying to say. In a roundabout way. I'm ready to be called upon here. I don't know, it's almost, I want to say bittersweet, but it's kind of like that. It's like, you know what, I was kind of salty about how I departed from this earth, but now that I've come to terms with it, I kind of fuck with Taurus. Now that I could oversee things and then I'm settled into where I am, I'm ready to do my ancestral duties. Yeah. 4 of Swords in reverse. They're coming. It's like I'm reading for another realm. It's kind of weird. It's like the ancestor spirit is coming out of, I'm hearing shell shocked. When you're shell shocked, right? They're coming out of that energy. instead of just dwelling on how it happened to them. I want to be back in my body again, but I can't be. I'm angry. I'm this. I'm that. You see, with this Nine of Cups, right? Nine of Cups is with this guy. When I see this guy, I think about like satisfaction and stability and peace. With the Seven of Cups right behind it, that is not what was happening at first. It was very much confusion. Why did this happen to me? Um, why I couldn't exit the way I wanted to. How am I supposed to live like this now? All that transitional confusion that we really don't know about yet because we're on earth still. We're still breathing. I mean, there's some people who have had near death experiences and they talk about it like, oh, I died for like 10 minutes and I came back, and they talk about their experiences. Those are always interesting to me. But those people are probably the only exception to the rule that I could think about right now who can understand what happens after death. But again, their scope is still limited because they came back. Right? This person didn't come back. So they have to come to terms with not coming back. But they're settled now. They're in the Nine of Cups now. Like I said, this is behind the Nine of Cups. They're settled now. They're at this Wheel of Fortune energy where they're ready to work their magic. They came out of that frustration, that ghostly frustration. Oh my goodness. That is weird. I don't know why I feel weird reading this. Like I'm reading for a dead person who is living a life. I guess that's why it feels weird. They're telling me this dead person, oh my God, that sounds bad. This dead person, don't say that out loud, with the windows open, is telling me how they are living after death. And it feels very strange. But it's also not humbling, but it's I feel a sense of gratitude. Like, oh, thank you for sharing this. And I feel like that's what they're trying to give to you. Like, thank you for sharing your wisdom or whatever. I don't know, whatever they want to. Like I said, they're ready to start acting in their ancestral duties, and I feel like they're tapping into you. Some of you might know who this is. For some of you, they might make themselves more known. You might dream of a certain name. You're like, oh, grandma, who's Robert? Or great grandma at this point, because I feel like if it was grandma, you would know if your uncle or aunt passed, whatever. Um, Great grandma, or maybe you're talking to your parents, um, and they blurt out the name. I remember when so and so was here, and then boom, that kind of gets it into your mind. Like it I don't know, it activates their spirit. Something I feel like, okay, their name is gonna be mentioned for some of you. Their name is gonna be mentioned again, and that's gonna be like the sign that they're also around you. Like, you know, when older people just start to like reminisce, out of nowhere. It might be like, after 4 months of talking about current news, they just start reminiscing about some shit. And they bring up a name. I feel like that would be a cue. But regardless of that, there's an ancestor spirit around you who is ready to uh do their duties. At first they weren't happy with how they departed. If they were not. I don't really know why they're telling me this information anyway. To be honest, maybe that's a lesson for you in life. You might not be happy with how you have to leave certain situations, but you can overcome it. Yeah. Sometimes it's forced. forced to overcome some shit, but you know. I'll leave it at that. Let's pull the oracle and close this out. I apologize for calling you the wrong sign. We have sun and transformation. Okay, sun, find a balance. Yeah, which I feel like this is what that spirit is saying. I finally found the balance. You know, able to see the what needs to be done in other dimensions, in other realms, right? Transformation, shed, let go, make room for greatness. So, transformation, shed. Like I said, the spirit shed that distressed energy of why it had to happen like this. The Seven of Cups. Why is it like this? Why? They had to let it go. And now they are making room to become one of the greatest ancestors ever. That I don't, like I said, I don't fully understand why we need to know the backstory of all of that. But I'm telling you, you have a powerful ancestor on your side who is going to finally stepping into their duties. All right, we're gonna put it like that. Alrighty, Taurus. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please comment, like, share, subscribe, all that if you feel like it. Bye.